A new coat of paint will transform a room, but before you start, there are a few things you should know. Paints are either acrylic, which are water-based paints, or they're enamel, which are oil-based. Let's take a closer look at their application. Acrylic or water-based paints are fast drying and can be used on most surfaces together with a suitable primer and can be cleaned with water. Traditionally, large areas are painted in acrylic, such as walls and ceilings. The gloss versions of an acrylic are never as glossy as their enamel option. This paint is often used because of its ease of use and ease of cleaning together with its quick drying properties. Enamel paint is oil-based and generally used on timber and metalwork such as doors, architrave, window frames and burglar bars. It creates a tough, glossy finish, great for areas that may sustain small knocks, such as doorways. The finished surface is easy to clean and hard wearing. The brushes and rollers take more effort to clean as you need a cleaning solvent, and the paint takes longer to dry between coats, sometimes overnight. A matte finish is a finish without shine. This is often used on ceilings and rough walls. It helps actually hide and blend any defects and scratches and nicks on a rough wall. For kitchens and bathrooms, you're going to use a semi-gloss or full gloss paint. A satin finish or low sheen finish is often referred to as an eggshell finish. It's suitable for walls and it's actually got a much better resistance to washing in comparison to a matte finish. A gloss and semi-gloss finish is mostly used on windows, doors, wood trim and other woodwork, as these surfaces get more wear, fingerprints and soil than walls. Glossy enamels wash more readily, which is why they are desired in these areas. Gloss finishes tend to show brush marks and roller marks, as well as highlighting imperfections in the surface of the wall. That's why in order to get a perfect surface, preparation is critical. Make sure you sand down with fine grit sandpaper, make sure all cracks are filled in and all imperfections have been leveled out. Painting needs to be layered off for a smooth finish. Handy hint, Moto Pink to White ceiling paint is a great product. It goes on pink so you can ensure you don't miss a spot when repainting your ceiling. Then as the moisture evaporates, it turns white. Bonding liquid is used on friable surfaces and very porous surfaces such as raw brick, raw plaster, old painted surfaces and even into cracks. It's ideal to create the right bond between the paint and the wall surface. The surface you are going to paint will dictate the type of primer that you actually need. Always use plaster primer for painting porous surfaces such as new plaster. A primer seals the surface and binds the new paint to the surface. It is one of the most vital steps in the painting process. There are primers for painting untreated bare wood and for metal. With the right primer, you can give almost any surface a new look. A good undercoat is the final step in preparing the surface ready for the top coat. It helps with the adhesion of the paint and also it increases the coverage of the top coat, so you don't actually have to use so much of your expensive fancy top coat paint. Fired Earth All-in-One is a plaster primer, sealer and undercoat all in one, which means you only need to paint one coat on before painting your top coat. The staff at Builders will be able to help you with any problems or questions you may have about painting.